See, okay, so I'll just move this to down so that I can draw the diagram here. So I'm going to draw the circuit diagram for serial in, serial out shift register. Serial in, serial out shift register here. See, first of all I need D flip flop. So where to find the D flip flop? See here. So in the left you can check. We have D flip flop T, J, K, S, R. So I am going to take the D flip flop. So this is my D flip flop. Okay. So how many I need? I need 4. As per the diagram I need 4 D flip flops. See, I am going to perform serial in, serial out. The first thing I need to do is I need to connect the clock. So for that I need to know where is the clock. So go to wiring. So press this plus button here. So you can see clock. Okay, take the clock and place it here. Okay, so I need to connect the clock for all the D flip flop. It is a synchronous circuit. So the clock should be connected to all. I have connected the clock. So output of the first D flip flop should be connected to the next. Okay, so it is serial in, serial out, right? So output of the first one will be connected to the second flip flop input. Okay, this should be connected to second flip flop, third flip flop input. So the third output will be connected to the fourth flip flop inputs. Okay, so here you can see clear. If you click the dot, okay, just place your cursor in the dot, it will show what is the operation it will do. Okay, if you keep it here, it will show what is the operation it is going to do when one pin state to 1 asynchronously. Okay, irrespective of the clock, it is going to change the value. Okay, we have enable input also, that is not useful here, and I need to apply data input. So data input to be applied, okay, to the leftmost D flip flop. So let us write it as data input. So D in, and this is clock. See what I have selected? I have selected A in order to type. Okay, and then I need to have data output. For data output, I need to pick this. So place it here and connect it. So I should have D out, which is data output, or I can simply type data output as it is. So data out. Okay, so now, so what will happen? Each and every time if you are applying the clock pulse, okay, data present in the first flip flop will be going to the second one, the second data present in the second will go to the third, data present in the third will go to the fourth, and data present in the fourth will come out. Okay, whatever data present the same will be coming out. Okay, so now, so if it is 0, you cannot see any difference. So I am going to change the value of D input. See, I need to use this hand symbol. Okay, I am using this kind of change values within the circuit. So I will make it as 1. Now each and every clock pulse, what will happen? I can check. Okay, in the case of Logisim. So what I need to do is I need to keep the hand over it and press once. So I got a positive edge of the clock. So the D input is directly given as an output here. The same 1 is coming as an output here. So it is 1. Why I am calling it as 1? You can see the highlighted output. Okay, if it is carrying 1, it will be light green. If it is not, if it is carrying 0, it will be showing dark green. Okay, in the next clock pulses, this 1 will go to here. So in order to differentiate that, I am going to change the input again to 0. Now I am going to apply the clock pulse. Now 0 will come here. So this 1 will go here, this 0 will come here, and this 0 will come here. Okay. So next negative pulse, okay, which is a negative edge. And next I am going to apply the positive edge. So only in the positive edge the value changes. So in the next positive edge, the 0 will be coming here, this 1 will be coming here, this 0 will come here, and this 0 will come here. So apply. So 1 came here. Okay, it shifted right once. So now I am going to apply 1 and apply the next clock pulse, negative and positive pulse. So I got 1 here, 0, 1% here, moved here. So 0% here was moved here. Okay. So now again, so change it to 0, apply. So we got 0 inside, 1, 0, 1. So if I apply one more time, what will happen? The 0 will be moved again. Okay, again one more time, 1 is moved here. One more time. Okay, now what I am applying? 0. So it is keep on moving out. If I simply apply 1 and apply the clock pulse, the 1 will be moving to the next, the same one will be moving to the next, same will be moving out. Okay. So now what I am going to do is I am going to do serial in parallel out. This is serial in serial out. If you want to take serial in parallel out, what I should do? What is the change I should do? Very simple change. So each and every output will be shown. Okay, I should connect the each and every output to logic pin so that I can see the output. Okay, so I am going to do that. So same diagram I am going to convert it. So I am going to show the output 4 times. So already this is shown. So connect it here. So this is serial in parallel out. Okay, serial in parallel out. Okay, I can input only in serial, but I can take out the output in parallel. Okay, so this was serial in parallel out. So parallel in parallel out. So I have to give input for all the D flip flop, and I need to remove the interconnections, and I should take the output separately. That is your parallel in parallel out. So that you can try on your own. So this is how you need to do the shift register. Okay. So sequential circuit implementation.